afternoon. Once again, welcome back after the tea break. And now it's a live session that will be taken over by Hybrid Hub Greater Noida Crown Plaza. And I would like to request our dignitaries to please take their seats on the dais. So, Mr. Amresh Tiwari, Conference Chair, CIC 2020, Vice Chairman, ICPB. I request Mr. Girish Quatra, Conference Co-Chair, CIC 2020, and Honorary Secretary, ICPB. And I request Mr. Anuj Vadva, the Treasurer for ICPB, to kindly grace the dais and take this session forward, which is live by Hybrid Hub, Greater Noida, Crown Plaza. Thank you.
A very warm welcome to each one of you at the biggest Crown Plaza of Southwest Asia. We're really delighted to have you all here to host the flagship event of ICPP 15th Convention India Conclave as a live hybrid event at this station, Greater Noida. Greater Noida lies within the National Capital Region of India's capital, New Delhi, and is adjacent to Noida, one of the largest industrial township in Asia. Greater Noida is shaping up as India's smartest city with the upcoming international airport at Jewar. I would like to call Mr. Ashwini Nair to welcome everyone.
Well, thank you, Tilotma. Ladies and gentlemen, here at Crown Plaza, Greater Noida, and participants who are at the JW at the AeroCity, thank you so much for being a part of today's panel discussions. And everyone else who is watching this live as it gets beamed into the comfort of your own homes. Personally, for me, whilst this is the need of the hour and all of us as tourism professionals are amongst the front runners to adopt and adapt to new technology that has been caused by the pandemic that is ongoing. However, I personally believe that you can't keep people away from each other for far too long. I do personally wish that the next event that we are all attending is no longer hybrid. It's beamed live for people to enhance attendance, but venues and actual travel resumes to 100% the way we've always been used to and the way we would all want. So wonderful to have all of you here today. Thank you so much. And with that, we proceed with the day's program.
Thank you, Mr. Nair. I would want you to please be seated as you're part of one of the panelists. I would also like to invite the other panelists which we have to the panel discussion. I would like to call Mr. Ajay Vinayak. Mr. Vinayak is a postgraduate in tourism from Delhi University. He has been part of travel and tourism industry for almost 3 decades now. Following his love for travel, Ajay has started his own destination and event management company with the vision of conceptualizing. Welcome, Mr. Vinayak. Our second panelist is Mr. Naveen Rizvi. Mr. Rizvi is an executive director at ICE. So everyone knows about ICE, Integrated Conferences and Event Management. He's responsible for corporate meetings and incentive, conferences and events within India and overseas, which is augmented with over 20 years of rich experience. He possesses in the field. Naveen is a board of member for SITE India chapter and board member for ICBP India Convention Promotion and Bureau, former board member of Asia Pacific Customer Advisory Board for Starwood Hotels, and board of studies for MIT Institute of Tourism and Travel, MIT University. Welcome, Mr. Rizvi. We have Mr. Kapil Arora with us. He's the managing director of Visit Events. He has developed niche departments within the company to cater to which put his company's turnover of 100 crores now. He has recently also starting the wedding division in the company. Welcome, Mr. Arora. We'll start with our first panel discussion. I would also like to call Nitin, who is going to be the moderator for the session. Nitin is the CEO of Venture Marketing, specializing in sales and marketing automation, growth hacks, which he has implemented with his clients for more than 25 countries. He's a co-chair of Meeting Means Business India, and he's also the vice president of Site India chapter. Welcome all of you, and have a great panel discussion ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much. A very good morning to everybody. How's everybody doing? Good? I don't think that's a good response, you know. Come on, just say good. Yeah, good morning, guys.
Hi,
It's
hi,
good afternoon,
Nitin.
but
Good
it's
morning,
good morning when
Nitin.
you meet for the first
Nitin,
time,
good
you know, every
morning to
day.
you and the whole
So,
panel there in Crown Plaza, Greater
I'm
Noida.
honored to actually moderate this session. And
Hi, good
uh,
morning.
where's the camera, man?
Are we audible there,
Are we there? Yeah. All
Nitin?
right. So we have the audience here at the JW Marriott, and they're watching us live. So we have quick
Hi,
30 minutes
Nitin.
to actually
Hi,
talk
hi, everybody
about
there.
Plaza Noida. Hello, everybody. How are you doing, guys?
Doing good.
Awesome. Thanks, Girish.
Hey, Nitin.
To kick off, this session is about Crown Plaza as a planner's paradise. You guys are planners in the audience over there in the online audience, and of course, here sitting in person. And this is like the first event that we are actually doing, thanks to ICPB of taking the initiative of getting this hybrid getting into picture. This is a great confidence booster, and I see so many people coming here with confidence. Mask, not no mask, it doesn't make a difference. All you have done is a great service to the industry. Thank you so much for that. All right, so Crown Plaza Greater Noida has been a leader. You have seen it yourself. That you are here already into the hotel, and you have seen the facility, how they are operating. My first question actually is, since it is the planner's paradise, I would like to call upon Naveen. Naveen, you have been in the conferencing industry for over 22 years, and you've been an expert on getting international conferences, and you've done some large conferences that India has witnessed. What in terms from your experience are the challenges for a conference, organizer, a PCO, and how you found an advantage working with Crown Plaza Greater Noida as a property to really solve those challenges and really get the success of the conference going in.
Good afternoon, everyone. See, as a PCO, the most important thing for us is basically to provide a venue which is safe, the venue which can accommodate the requirement of our client. So that is the first step, and which we need to do. We need to first understand what exactly our client want, how they would like to organize an event. And keeping those things in mind, this Greater Noida comes to our mind whenever we have some large-scale events. Unfortunately, besides one or two hotels in Delhi, we do not have something as large as IML, which is in Greater Noida. The challenge we face always when we have a large event coming to Delhi or NCR region, where to host it, where to do it. The only option we have till now, as far as conferencing is concerned, is Greater Noida in the NCR region. Ashok and Taj has a limited capacity to organize certain kind of businesses. But the advantage what we have found in Greater Noida way back in 2013, when we did our first big event called ADB Congress. ADB was a very big event. Almost the entire city was sold out, the number of rooms which we took. The creativity is the best because IML provides us a lot of option to create whatever we would like to do it. Because it's a plain convention area, it's a convention center, which is very open, which you can create things the way you want because doesn't have a fixed seatings and the infrastructure. Also had an opportunity to organize this because we have a great opportunity to have the landing of a helicopter because we had a Prime Minister of India, that time Manmohan Singh ji, and he arrived. So that is the big advantage what we had that point of a time. But we need to convince our organizers because Ministry of Finance was involved in it.
Yeah.
And the discussion when we had, then the first question is, itna dur jayenge, but it's too far. And they were all like typical government organizations. They wanted to do everything at Ashok Hotel. I said, sir, Ashok Hotel cannot accommodate the stature of this event. And I'm talking about 7 years back. And why I'm talking 7 years back? Because things were very different at that point of a time. We really had to convince the Joint Secretary. We had to have 2, 3 rounds of inspections. At that point of a time, Crown Plaza was just about to enter into this hospitality business. So the challenge, first question asked how we manage, there are no rooms, only JP was existing. I said, no, there are new hotels coming up. We have Crown Plaza, we have now Radisson, and there are small, small hotels mushrooming at that point of a time. Leela Web, although it's quite far at Shadra, that was the another hotel which opened at that point of a time. So the challenge was to convince the client to come to this place to organize such a big event, keeping in mind they feel there is no infrastructure, hotels are not there, and how will we do it? But once they arrive here, once they saw the facilities, and why I'm talking about IML here, because the convention center is very important to organize any large scale of congress or a convention, along with the hotels. So after having a site inspection of the convention center, and they saw the other hotels, they had a lot of visits, and they agreed, they convinced, yes, Greater Noida can do it. Another plus, the big example, the big advantage of Greater Noida is the infrastructure. According to me, that's my personal view, this is the best area in NCR after Central Delhi. I don't want to criticize any other city in NCR, but the fact is that the kind of infrastructure this place has, the kind of roads we have, and especially to organize a conference, you need a lot of these kinds of facilities where traffic can easily move. At that point in time also, although we had a toll, but the spatial facility was provided. The entire toll was provided for the Congress, and the buses can coach, and anybody can pass through that without paying any toll at that point of a time. Exemptions were given. Noida Authority is always very, very cooperative. Not about 7 years back, because the last big event which we did just 2 years back was the Reinvest Summit, another of a huge size, more than 50,000 people. Entire city, again, the sold out situation. So when I experienced it from last 7 years, the multiple events we have done, and this year in January we did Ilakrama, another very big event, another city sold out event took place in IML. Crown Plaza was the main hotel. Crown Plaza was basically the host hotel. The entire organizing committee, all the key members were staying over here. Unfortunately, due to lockdown, we had to postpone one big event. We had an event in the month of April also here. And again, the Crown Plaza was the host hotel for the same. We postponed it to November, but still the international flights are not functional, and we do not want to do it virtual. We convinced our clients, and they agreed that rather having a virtual event, we would postpone it, and we would rather do it a physical event. So that's another huge event where 2,000-3,000 people will be coming, and out of that 50% are coming from overseas.
Great. So, Naveen, my point is, what were the advantages that you got when you were convincing your organizers to organize a conference when you were working with Crown Plaza Greater Noida?
See, the one big advantage with Crown Plaza, and which whenever we did a site inspection, what organizers normally like is the infrastructure of the hotel. Number of rooms, 298 precisely, the rooms Crown Plaza has, which is a huge inventory. 400, sorry.
Yeah.
Approximately 400 rooms the hotel has, which is a big advantage for the organizers. And another big advantage Crown Plaza has is basically the twin sharing rooms, which is normally required in certain conferences, especially the corporate events, where you need to share the rooms. I don't know in future how it will work. But the
situation is changed, right?
Yeah.
So maybe you have to convert that to single. More advantage, you can sell more.
So that's true. And another area is the beautiful hall, the ceiling heights, you can see that where we are sitting. And a lot of open spaces, a lot of F&B outlets. Yes. Those are the big advantages. And plus another important factor is that hotel is very well placed. It's right on the main road. You need not to go anywhere inside, outside kind of a situation.
It's pretty straightforward location.
Straightforward, lot of parking areas.
Yeah.
You can again do a lot of creativity. When you have open space for the event, you can do a lot of things. And that's the biggest advantage I feel as far as the Crown Plaza is concerned. And obviously, the most important factor in the hospitality industry is the software, which I must say it's fantastic. I'm not saying because Ashwini is sitting next to me, but that's a fact because I'm dealing with this hotel since 2013.
Yeah.
And the software for this hotel is always wonderful. The people who all worked over here are all great. They were very helpful, very supportive, and even the current team is fantastic.
Yeah.
So I think that is something which is really, really great. And personally, I did my cousin's wedding over here.
Okay.
And that chose this place to have his wedding because he lives abroad. And when he came to India and he said, where should I do it? Because I don't have much of time. And we said, let's do it in Greater Noida.
Yeah, destination Greater Noida.
Yes, because the advantage is that we have relatives living in Agra and some other places,
Yeah,
and you can
yeah.
have very good accessibility, especially to the certain part of
Correct.
UP.
Correct.
So I think
So-
overall, I had a wonderful experience personally and professionally always been.
Yeah.
And whenever we get the opportunity, we recommend this place because the reason I just mentioned to you.
Thank you so much for all your points. I think you had stated out a lot of opportunities and advantages working with Crown Plaza Greater Noida for a PCO that's looking to actually get large conferences here. And of course, the infrastructure, you're very correct. You talked about location and the accessibility to other destinations. Ajay, I would like to, pose this to you. You being in the industry as a specialist for organizing incentives from overseas, specifically inbound, and you have done activations for a lot of corporates in the incentive market space. So, what are the advantages that Crown Plaza as a hotel and as a destination itself give an incentive planner like you? As Naveen spoke about location and certain other points, how do you think that it will be an advantage to an incentive planner who's bringing an incentive from overseas?
Hello, everyone. As incentive operator, the key is all the participants who are joining the incentive, they are well traveled and they understand the hospitality. And this hospitality doesn't mean it's only the greeting or meeting them on the time, but they understand the software these days, the international traveler. So they look for this has a great connectivity. And the connectivity doesn't mean especially this hotel is away from downtown, crowded downtown, and it has all charm. And the local culture, which I'm sure this Ashwini's team does the fantastic job. And any success of the incentive program is a food. And I'm sure he has all the culinary specialists which charm the incentive operator. And the most important, in incentive, you feel the connectivity. Like for us, it's a very easy to connect to Agra or maybe further go on for the Golden Triangle to Rajasthan. Or similarly, we can add a local program, Old Delhi Tour or New Delhi Tour. There is a connectivity for 30, 40 minutes. If we plan well, this hotel is fantastic. To add that, they had a fantastic venue in terms of any incentive has to be cannot be concluded without the gala dinner. And they have a very nice outdoor venue, which can be ideal for Bollywood theme especially, which is, I had already planned for your hotel. And another USP I find this hotel, it's a very friendly hospitality not for the guest, for my logistic team also, which is a easy way to handle any incentive program. Anything coming into the hotel, anything going out from the hotel, they have a different structure way, which is very easy for as incentive operator because things has to be behind the curtain, few incentive operator. And to add more, I would say there is another fantastic program which already planned, and this is for the women's special program. We are doing it, and we find it is pretty safe. My agents are pretty happy, and we're going to do it very soon, as like we say, is going to open.
Thanks, Ajay. I think you pointed out very important points of location, accessibility, variety of options of venues, and I think creativity from the incentive planners is infinite, that you need to really work around with the venue and you can do anything. Talking about, creativity, I would like to, come to Kapil. You've been in the event space, man, for a long time, and we have worked very closely together. What is your take on the challenges? And every event has challenges. You have faced so many of them. You service large clients like Microsoft, and I was just talking to you about the large events that you do. What in your case as a event planner are advantages again for working with a venue like this, which has variety in every aspect? So what is your take on the event planner side?
Hello, everyone. So, from the hotel perspective, Naveen has elaborated very well that it's a good destination hotel. It has lots of venues. The best part in this hotel, I will say, it's a large convention hotel with suitable number of room as well, because some hotels has a convention space but doesn't have number of rooms which we required, and some hotels has a rooms but doesn't have a convention space. So this hotel has both the things, convention space as well as the number of rooms which we need for a large conference.
It's an
normally.
ideal
It's an ideal
venue for any
any
planner.
kind of event if you are planning. Number two, in large events or the smaller events, you need lots of meeting spaces, smaller and a larger one. So it has a smaller meeting rooms, it has large conference halls, convention things. So you can design and plan the breakouts and smaller meetings as well as the large conference together in a one place. Another thing, it has open venues. It has where you can plan your team building activities if
Yeah,
required.
yeah.
Because in a large event, there is a mix of team building. There is a mix of meetings and all
Right.
other convention things. So, so this hotel covers everything you need for any good event. Another point, their team, AV team is very flexible if you need access overnight, because the major challenge we face, we need a conference hall,
Yeah.
all like 24 hours before or 12 hours before doing the event setup, and that is the main challenge we face when you go to any other hotel. But they are very flexible in that term. Whenever you need the venue, if they have availability, they always give access to you, and their team come up very well to support the your team to plan the event in a best way. Another, you need a food, the quality of food, the taste of food. Their chef team, they are very flexible. They curate the menus according to your requirement. So we work like the things works very well with them in terms of flexibility, and that's what you need to organize a good event at any hotel.
Yeah, so I mean, I know that all of you guys have organized events with Crown Plaza Greater Noida already, and this is coming from a set of customers who have already used the property. They had a set of challenges, and how the team really solved it. I think that was an amazing feedback from all of you guys. Talking about all of that stuff that you do, I would want to go backstage and really ask the leader of the property and Mr. Nair, who is with us. Thank you so much for being here at your own hotel. So talking about all of these experiences, I know that as a hospitality leader, it makes you feel proud of your team, of your property, of the work that you have done with these guys. But we really want to know what goes behind the scenes. What is the secret sauce of actually covering all the segments like business, clients that you get from overseas like Japan and Korea? You handle such difficult markets, because they're very Excel sheet oriented. If like for a Japanese group or a Korean group, if something is written on an Excel, it has to happen, crystal, with the attention to detail. So how do you do that? And the second thing is, what is the secret sauce of actually covering all meetings, incentives, conventions, events, working with the large exhibition venue that you have? What does it take, from a professional like you to actually get this place in order?
Thanks, Nitin. I'm sorry. I'm going to take a moment's breath because I'm a little overwhelmed right now, having heard testimonials from some of our key partners. I think I'll answer that question in two parts. The first one is, how do we diversify our product or our service delivery to suit such a vast repertoire of clients? As you're aware, we were discussing this earlier. The hotel currently is trending to inch upwards of 50% occupancy already, which means more than 200 rooms occupied per day. We have a large corporate movement which is currently happening in the hotel. Corporate guests. We've been pushing staycations for domestic tourism, which has worked very well for us as well. Because destination, I heard this word, destination Greater Noida. It really has become or is upcoming to be a destination in itself as a getaway destination from Delhi NCR and other parts of.
junkie. That's why I mention destination all the time, because it's about selling a destination. You're in a destination in itself because you have so many variety of options for everything.
That's right. And you know, just to add to that, we're a small spoke in the entire hub, but at least we try to substantiate our part of the bargain in what we deliver, and that probably answers the second question: what is the secret sauce? I think it's the team, but you know, in terms of the variety and the diversity that we're able to offer, comes really also from the international product that we represent, and the experience of the team, of course. We try and follow the latest trends that are happening globally. We look at those very, very closely. Either we are a part of them in terms of following the moment they are launched, or we try and innovate and stay ahead of the game. I'll give you an example. Earlier in January this year, we launched what we strongly believe is the world's first virtual reality experience center. This is an 8K device. When I say 8K resolution, just to say that the latest phone that you're using is still working on 1 or 2K. So the kind of resolution that this device offers is an 8K virtual reality experience to a guest or a client sitting in his home. And what we have done is not just made this like a simple 360-degree tour, but this is an actual transactional and a booking engine also.
Right.
And we're developing this technology. So we were the first anywhere in the world to have launched this experience center. And these are some of the things that we try and do. Also, when it came to digitalization, which is now required in the new order of the world, we have tried and pioneered contactless food and beverage experiences, contactless check-in, check-out experiences, and things like that. So, you know, leading some of these initiatives, I think it helps us to remain as diverse as the requirements of our clients.
Sure. I think you have done a lot of innovation and you know, providing this contactless tech and the VR experience. I think this has been something that not, you know, you have been the leader in that. I want to ask another question, but before I actually ask that to Ashwini, I would like to actually go back to the ICBB team where these guys have some questions. I just got a message that these guys have some questions. So guys, please ask your question, whatever you have in mind. Girish, Mr. Tiwari. You can go first, Mr. Tiwari.
Am I audible there?
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Nitin, Greater Noida, as Naveen rightly says, is a great destination, neat and clean road. Infrastructure is very good. But it missing something like the strong storyline and a brand ambassador. So as a Greater Noida stakeholders, are you guys planning to have any storyline or the brand ambassador for the Greater Noida so that it can be showcased globally as a perfect destination?
All right. So who are you directing this question to, Mr. Tiwari?
I'm addressing this to Ashwini.
Ashwini. All right. Go ahead.
Thank you for asking that. I mean, you're probably asking me to uncover a closely guarded secret at the moment that we've been working on. So Team Greater Noida, which we call the Destination Greater Noida, has very recently, this was just before the pandemic happened, the team came together and we decided to form, under the chairmanship of IEML, we've decided to form Team Greater Noida per se. The ideology behind forming this team is that we all realize that we are one destination and we are one body. We may represent different companies, hotels or service providers, etc. But coming on to the future and the future for this looks only brighter, especially now with Jewar as the airport, as the largest airport in Asia, which is coming up here. It's time that we are also future ready. So when we speak in terms of having a single voice, which will get translated into brand destination Greater Noida, there is, I can assure you, a lot of work that is happening in that front right now. Sudeep Sarkar, who's the CEO of IEML, is here in the audience as well. His presence, of course, reaffirms that some of my colleagues from Radisson and JP are also tuned into this event. So this sort of reaffirms the fact that we are already together. The work that you talk about, bringing a global brand under a single tagline as Destination Greater Noida, the work has already started, yes.
Does that answer your question, Mr. Tiwari?
Thank you, Ashwin. Absolutely. And ICPB, on behalf of ICPB, I'll strongly support you on your initiative and extend you the full support. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Girish, you have a question.
Yeah, thank you, Nitin. And of course, an excellent panel. Nitin, you moderating, and Ashwini, Ajay, Kapil, Naveen, excellent panel. Hats off, guys. So my question is, Ashwini, in terms of the new normal way of doing meetings, and we of course yesterday had a good brainstorm here at ICVP also at CIC. What in terms of technology you as a venue have come forward in terms of doing the meetings new normal way? Because we understand in the current tough times, and of course times to go in maybe next few or maybe in a year or so, when the meetings will not be normal. I'm sure Naveen being a meeting planner, he'll also vouch for it. So I want to learn from you, what in terms of technology you've come forward to give the experience to your delegates or clients? How do they execute their meetings? So that they, of course, they're less in numbers, but still feel connected with the rest of the world. Ashwini.
So Girish, I think you were not clear on the audio, but just want to reconfirm, you want to ask what kind of technology is Crowne Plaza Greater Noida bringing to actually connect people for these meetings that are happening, just like what we are doing right now? And what is the future trend of meetings that are going to happen in the post-COVID era, right?
That is absolutely right, Nitin.
Yeah, all right. So you have the question.
Thank you for that question. In terms of technology, I must mention the virtual reality experience center that we created was one of our first initiatives earlier this year. And very honestly speaking, that had nothing to do with the COVID or the pandemic situation. It just so happened that it preceded the pandemic, and it has become one of our biggest advantages that we have as a sales and a promotional tool or a connectivity tool. We have, like I also mentioned, from a hotel operational perspective, we have been very strongly involved in pioneering for IHG also in Southwest Asia. We have been working very closely with our tech partners in creating digitalization, whether it be contactless dining, whether it be contactless arrival departure experiences, whether it be contactless experiences, if somebody wants to use the spa or someone wants to, or as diverse as make conference booking, like I mentioned again, the VR tool is being converted into a transactional pay for or even a booking engine tool is what we are converting into. So these are of course some of the examples that we are following at the moment to ensure that experiences are seamless. But what I can say, a total reaffirmation of the fact that we are future ready and we are ready to go future forward is the fact that you and I are in this conference together today, seamlessly reaching out to maybe over 900 people. What more can I say than that?
Girish, does that answer the...
Yeah, but of course, yeah, thanks, Nitin. Ashwini, thank you. But that is, of course, from the housing point of view, rooming point of view, and of course, the booking portal and all. But anything in specific of the meeting per se? I mean, the MICE point of view, you've developed something internally as technology so that, for example, you can do internal video conferencing the way we're doing now, or some more technology component which can connect you guys with, of course, rest of the world. This is one example, of course, that we're doing is right now is one. But of course, something more that you're invested in technology.
I think he's asking about.
So if I understood that question correctly, is how do we seamlessly connect to the world, or a meeting planner, if they wish to connect outside, if that was the question.
Yeah, actually, my point was because in days and months to come, a lot of clients would come to you. They would always expect a lot of in-house technology from a MICE hotel, so that the outsource of technology is least. So a lot of technology is in-house available with the MICE hotel, which gives us the comfort level to the client or the delegates to do everything in-house from the MICE hotel. That was the whole idea.
Yeah.
Let me tell on behalf of Ashwini, I did one conference, Greece, in the month of March, whereas we had a town hall, and there is this town hall has 4 cities and 2 countries were involved, and this technology seamless connectivity really worked so well, and we got a lot of appreciation from the client. That was a key. The client spoke so well about us, especially Palomino, and then to Ashwini, and it was flawless.
So I think what you're trying to say is the hotel already has the technology, the hardware installed that you can actually use it to connect to and broadcast your meeting or your program to anyone in the world.
That's right. So I also wanted to quote another example. I was just coming to that. Earlier in 2019, as you would be aware, that the UN COP14 meeting was held at Greater Noida, at Destination Greater Noida. We were the host hotel for this. The Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations, she was one of our guests, apart from presidents and leaders from various countries. This meeting itself was being beamed across to more than 190 member countries simultaneously from this destination itself, in multiple languages. And the United Nations, even we have their testimonials to having said that both IEML and their host hotel did a fantastic job in ensuring that the connectivity, and not just for the connectivity for the Congress itself, but the ability for the attending media, because they have to be online, they have to be live before something, it's almost like before something gets announced, they have to beam it across to the world, was all done seamlessly from Greater Noida and from the hotel.
Well, I think we are up with the time with the online. Thanks, Girish. I think we are up with the time with the online audience at the JW Marriott. No, we still have time. All right, cool. But I want
20 more minutes. Yeah.
Sorry.
20 more minutes.
All right, cool. So Ashwini, I just want to ask you, what is the IHG Clean initiative? Because that's the way forward and how you open up the stuff.
Well, the IHG way of clean is an affirmation that everything that when you walk in is going to be absolutely clean, is going to be completely disinfected and sanitized to the highest global levels possible. And this has been introduced across IHG hotels all over the world with our partners, Ecolab, Diversey, and some of our other institutional partners. The promise that we make is not just that it's going to be clean. If it is not to your satisfaction, it would be set right within the first hour. If it is not set right within the first hour, your stay is going to be complimentary with us. Now, I don't see that as a statement that we are boasting or we are being, overtly overconfident. It's just that we are committed, and thus we feel confident in making that statement.
Well, thank you so much. I think it's been a great pleasure knowing about the Crown Plaza property and great testimonials, guys. Really thank you for actually telling the experiences that you have felt and the advantages that I've got working with Crown Plaza Greater Noida. Thank you so much, the audience. You have been very patient, and I hope you got a lot of insight of what a planner can do working with a paradise property like Crown Plaza Greater Noida. Thank you so much, guys. A round of applause for all the panelists here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, all the panelists, for such a fantastic and informative session. I would want Mr. Nair to please facilitate all our panelists. After this fantastic session, we have time again for our other panel discussion. Before that, I would just like to talk about Greater Noida as a convention destination. So Greater Noida, all of us know, has emerged as the biggest convention destination, not only in Delhi NCR, but in India, with world-class exhibition facility at India Expo Mart, which is spread over 58 acres and 235,000 square feet of area, with the state-of-art facilities. Greater Noida will soon have a world-class film city and toy city, along with the Jewar International Airport. The next topic of discussion for us is India Expo Mart. And I would like to call Mr. Barun Gupta, who's going to be moderating this session, Destination Greater Noida Fast Forward 2021. I would also like to invite our panelists. The first on our panel is Mr. Sudeep Sarkar. Mr. Sarkar is a business leader, also referred to as a turnaround specialist with an experience of over 2 decades across MICE sectors in heading business operations, establishing profit centers, and growing large venue infrastructures. Currently heading India Expo Mart Limited as CEO from May 2011, the largest integrated exhibition and convention center in India. Welcome, Mr. Sarkar. The next on our panel is Mr. Ashwini Nair. Mr. Nair is the General Manager for Crown Plaza Greater Noida. He's passionate hospitality veteran with close to 3 decades of work experience in the industry. Through his career, he has worked with some of the finest global hospitality brands across South Asia and Southeast Asia. Mr. Nair is currently leading largest Crown Plaza, part of Intercontinental Hotels in Southwest Asia to excellence, which has been internationally acclaimed World Luxury Travel Awards 2020 recently. He also feels honored for being recognized as India's top 100 people managers by Forbes India. Welcome, Mr. Nair. The next on the panel I would like to call is Ms. Pallavi Mehra. Ms. Mehra is currently working with Informa Markets as Group Director and Publisher. She leads and manages the travel, jewelry, food and hotel portfolios. At Informa Markets in India, Pallavi's repertoire of businesses is extensive and includes large format at B2B exhibitions, conferences, seminars and publications. With reputed properties such as Sate, Travel Trends Today, FHIN, Hyderabad Jewelry, Fair and Delhi Jewelry Gems Fair that serve leading event and publication brand within their respective sectors. Welcome, Pallavi, on the panel. Last but not the least, I would like to invite Mr. P.P. Khanna, a postgraduate in tourism and master's in public administration. Mr. Khanna is a travel and tourism trade from last 3 decades, also holding the post of director at Byter Showbiz Private Limited, an event company handling corporate sector for day-to-day events. He held various posts in association and is on his second term as president ADTOI, also a member of National Tourism Committee CII and FICCI. He represents ADTOI in all forums meeting convened by Ministry of Tourism, state tourism bodies, and provides necessary inputs for the growth of domestic tourism in the country. Welcome, Mr. Khanna. I would leave it to Barun Gupta, who is the Director of Sales and Marketing for Crown Plaza, Greater Noida. Barun is also serving as Vice President, Secretariat of Site India, and also the co-chair for Meeting Means Business. Have a great session ahead.
Thank you, Tilotma, for such a nice introduction, and I love to welcome you all, the esteemed panelists, and as well as the corporates and the MICE operators and the wedding planners sitting here live. This is a unique session. We are live right now. 800 people are watching virtually. People are sitting in JW. People are sitting here. And this is the future of events. But the most important thing, which I always feel, that face-to-face meetings are irreplaceable. And in terms of destination, Greater Noida, as people were speaking, this is a unique destination. This is one of the biggest convention destinations in India. And I would like to showcase IML as a mothership, and we are all supporting them in a big way. So just like to focus on the video, please. you. And as rightly said, IML is bringing international experiences to India. So I want to start straight to Sudeep. Like Sudeep, as you're heading, I'm audible? Okay. Sudeep, my first question to you, like as Greater Noida, as you're heading IML, as an international exhibition destination, an award-winning destination, how do you find the entire ecosystem here supports in your endeavor in terms of getting those international conferences?
Thank you and good afternoon. So there was a question earlier in the earlier session that who is the brand ambassador of Greater Noida or the destination? The brand ambassador, are you listening, Mr. Tiwari? Yeah. The brand ambassador for Greater Noida and India is ICPB, India Convention Promotion Bureau. That is the reason why we are all here. Yeah. But there is a little, inverted comma into it. Our brand ambassadors are not one, there are many. The second and most important brand ambassadors are our event organizers. Madam Palliviji is here. The third and the most important, another very important, crucial roles played by that is the Jewar Airport would be our next brand ambassador. Jewar, as I understand in Hindi, is ornaments, right? So that would be our next brand ambassador. So Mr. Tiwari, for the next 5 years, our brand ambassador is Jewar Airport. So there would be some changes in the video that I just played, which shows that we are 45 minutes or 50 minutes from the Indira Gandhi International Airport. Now it would be approximately 10 minutes from the Jewar International Airport. Ladies and gentlemen, that makes me immensely happy and confident that this destination, which has evolved over a period of last 10 years, has come to a point where we are now discussing about it. Yeah. But like any other, relationship or, when we try to, paint or shine some surface, we used to first rub it with the sandpapers and then apply some paints to make it shine. Yeah. The same thing happened in the Greater Noida as a destination. We had our own shares, all shares of our frictions, but we understood that the sooner and speedier we, rub up those surfaces or rub our shoulders or rub our, what do you call it, the business analytics, the sooner we will come at a larger and a bigger equation. So that has what has happened. And a key role played by in the destination is the venue. I'm taking Greater Noida. The Crown Plaza is also a venue, is a larger conference venue. The stakeholders, the other stakeholders are the organizers, the local authorities, and of course, as Madam Palliviji has always been saying, that visitors. Yes, the fourth and most important element is the visitors. So all these four put together has made Greater Noida a national award-winning destination, and we have matured in our relationship over a period of time to understand that all of us put together and playing our roles individually would bring in more events. So this year has been a little bit of, or majorly some, events not happening or getting postponed or getting cancelled. But the plus point is the next financial year, we have the 10 largest events of India happening at Greater Noida as a destination. So that's where we are, Barun.
That's a real positive sign, like coming from Mr. Sarkar. The 10 biggest events are coming back. It's reviving. Face-to-face meetings are coming back. So I want to ask you, Sudeep, as such big events are coming, all these international customers are expected. How the local authorities work with you tandemly in terms of making this destination as a great destination for convention?
Buddy, I forgot to take your name, Sandeep. TPCI has played another major role in bringing in the RBSM events to Greater Noida, which gives me some good revenue, but brings in larger revenue to the hotels because all the guests are hosted at the Greater Noida destination. And you are a brand ambassador of ours as such all the time. Yeah, that is what I was trying to tell you is, the local authorities or in the last session yesterday, I mentioned about it that there are 4 quadrants. The event or the exhibition or the conference organizers, the venues, India Expo Mart and Crown Plaza, the buyers, and the fourth and most important is the local authorities. Fortunately, India Expo Center and Mart is a PPP and is a joint venture between the Greater Noida Industrial Development Authority and that of the Ministry of Textiles and the exporters community. But soon we realized that such venues are also present at Delhi. I'm not taking the names, you all understand it. Then there are at Bangalore, and then there are at Hyderabad, then there are at Chennai and all that. So what is the USP that we had to carve out? What is the difficulties that organizers were facing in other venues that needed to be studied in? So when we studied, we found out that the local authorities are actually a taboo there, or actually a negative there. So we, the local stakeholders here, sat together and understood and analyzed this problem, and we came out with this solution that if we can rope in the local authorities in line, in tandem with the larger equation that we are offering to the clients, then it will be a much bigger perspective and a much smoother solution for them. Fortunately, that has worked, or thankfully, I will not call it fortunately, that has been a conscious decision. Thankfully, it has worked very, very well. The local authorities has played a crucial role in bringing and sustaining. Remember, bringing, as Mr. Rizvi said, bringing ADB was not a big deal. ADB was jointly bid by me and Naveen in the ADB headquarters. Bringing in is not a big thing. Sustaining is big thing. So the local authorities played a very crucial role in sustaining those large format exhibitions over here and generated a lot of confidence to the event organizers. I will take one event over here, which is an auto expo, which sees approximately 1 million footfall. Was not an easy decision by the event organizers to bring in over here. But when they saw that the local authorities are playing their role almost in each aspect of the event, in the larger logistics of the event, that's how they got convinced. Once they got convinced, then I'm sure Elecrama, then Printpack, then CPHI, our largest event organizers is CPHI, where Madam is belonging from, and slowly and steadily other event organizers got the confidence. Till date, the local authorities are playing a very sustaining role in the overall equation of making Greater Noida as one of the most sought out destinations in India.
Indeed, it is very, very important. Till the time local authorities are not supporting, and if we are not coming as one team, a destination Greater Noida never been possible. So it is now established. Second question I want to ask Mr. Khanna, sir, as you're a veteran within the domestic trade and you're the president for AD2I, as in the morning time I was asking, you're sitting on a very hot chair. Everybody is talking about domestic. How do you see destination Greater Noida supports the local tourism ecosystem?
Thank you very much to all of you, and particularly to ICPB and the Crown Plaza for organizing this event. Thanks to you all. The tourism has contributed in shaping the economy of any nation, if you are talking about today. And like domestic tourism is now on the hot seat. And this is the only lifeline of the country at the moment. Not only if we are talking about India, worldwide. Every nation is only looking for the domestic tourism today. But today, being in the ICPB, this convention, I think all these ambassadors, those who are sitting here, and all these ambassadors, I'll say everybody is ambassador who's promoting as a MICE destination India, and which is increasing almost 15 to 20% annually. And I think in another 5 years, we're expecting for an increase of 40 to 50%. And even the government is also targeting 2% globally to increase the MICE. That is the best part, that MICE is going to be the king in India, I will say, definitely. But what are the factors which are responsible for that to increase the MICE or events or weddings or meetings? The factors are basically the communication from the stakeholders, infrastructure, like everybody is saying today, infrastructure is increasing in Greater Noida, particularly connectivity, which is also a very, very important art, culture, heritage of that particular state or for the particular region or the city, and also entertainment, and not at least the last one is the accommodation, and particularly the accommodation which can really accommodate huge conventions and the conferences like Crown Plaza in Greater Noida. So these are the factors which are very important to look into that. And particularly if you see the Greater Noida, it is good for all ages. I mean, if you really see that, I have known and I know that it is from the children museum to city walkers in the morning, and also it is good for the, the shoppers also. It is a very good Omex shopping mall, which is the largest one, and with global brands in this mall. And also it has got a 5-star hotel along with that, office space also, which is a very important factor to, attract a particularly destination like we are talking about today in Greater Noida. Not only that, we have the biggest expo center, International Expo Center, and which is, I think the MC which you are saying about in the area of 58 acres, and lot of trade fairs has been done annually here, and we have Ms. Pallavi here. They have successfully done 2 travel expos in this International Expo Center, and very successfully, because I was also part of that, and almost every day 10,000 buyers were present there to have the B2B meetings with almost 1,000 sellers. So the huge expo center is one of the best attraction in Greater Noida, and we have to do that. Another factor which is important is the film city. Only in UP, this is the only film city which is tax-free. Nowhere in India, any state who's not charging the taxes, everybody is only in UP, and with the announcement of Mr. Yogi, the CM, a new film city is coming here in an area of 1,000 acres, I think, which will be the largest in the world, not only India, if I'm not wrong. And it will not attract only the Bollywood, it will attract even the Hollywood to come here, to shoot here, and also our regional films like Bhojpuri or Tamil films or Punjabi films. So everybody will be here. This is the best thing, that once the new film city will come, it will create a lot of employment, it will create a lot of revenue generation and capital expenditure growth in the state, and particularly in Greater Noida. So I think, Ashwari, you should be very happy that another maybe 3-4 years, after that, you will be the busiest person and this hotel will be the busiest, because this is the only center which is the largest one in Greater Noida I have seen. After, the JP Greens, which is another attraction for the golfers and also for the people who loves the spa. And it has got almost 6 senses spa with, I heard that once I had gone there, Pahalwan massage. So these are the attractions which are in Greater Noida. And Jewar Airport definitely, like Mr. Skar also said, coming very soon. So these are the attractions, but what exactly we need today is that today, if you really see, domestic tourism is the second largest in the world. And India is the second number 1 after China. And in 2019, the data says that 2.3 billion people were visited within India domestically. And our vision and the government vision is to double it by another by 2025 to 4 billion, and after another 5 years to 8 billion, and we will be the global leader for that. But what are the important factors are required? 3 S. That's the safety, sanitization, and sensitization.
Thank you,
Without
Mr.
that,
Khanna.
it is not possible. So we have to care all these things.
As rightly said by Mr. Khanna, that Greater Noida is very strategically located with all the tourism centers. So for all your international clients who are coming and attending the events, Agra is just 1 hour, 1.5 hours away. And due to the road connectivity, it is possible. And as rightly said, authorities are helping us around to make it as a great destination.
And
Now,
also, I will like to add that, I was seeing that here even the metro has arrived, Aqua line. So
Yes.
that is the best part. The connectivity is very good now.
100%, sir. So next question to Pallavi. Pallavi, as you're heading the biggest exhibition organizer in the world, Informa Media, and you have done some of the most prestigious flagship events in Greater Noida, what makes you keep on coming and what are the advantages you see as a customer for while working with IML and the local ecosystem?
Thank you, Varun, and congratulations to ICPB and taking the lead of putting together a hybrid model. As we just discussed, that face-to-face is important, and I'm so happy coming from the largest exhibition organizing company, where face-to-face is so important, and sitting in this August gathering, it really feels good and motivates us to be coming back with our shows. And I'm very happy to share in this audience that we are starting with our exhibitions from December.
Fantastic, fantastic news this is.
And while we have 4, and one of our biggest, which has been leading us as a company in Greater Noida as a destination, which is Renewable Energy Show. That's taking place in the second week of December here. And also, taking from the earlier panel where Mr. Rizvi said, and I second him for that Greater Noida has really established itself as a MICE, as a venue, as a chosen destination for exhibition organizers or event organizers like ourselves. And IEML offers that kind of infrastructure to us. And another opportunity which came way of Greater Noida is Pragati Maidan being in redevelopment. So that's the opportunity, and I think I've always given the credit to Sudeep, that he has really worked hard.
Indeed.
Of not just and because I've been doing Satay for last 10 years now, and till about 7 years back, till 2017, I was very reluctant of moving Satay from Pragati Maidan to Greater Noida. But as I said, first thing, Pragati Maidan being in redevelopment, and the kind of the support that we got from Sudeep, his team, we didn't realize that we were working as an exhibition organizer at a venue. We worked as a team and successfully organized our show. We've also moved CPHI, which is our biggest event that we do as Informa Markets in India. So that's also moved. But having said all this, I think there's a little struggle that we face. While we are very happy with the venue, but with the ecosystem which has been here, that makes us rethink about our plans of being here. We've been working alongside the other stakeholders. Thank you, Mr. Nair. We have, in fact, last year we had a discussion. Again, thanks to Sudeep for taking the lead of getting all the stakeholders there. Because for us, it's very important what our participants, be it the exhibitors, visitors, buyers, what is their take? That's what makes us sustain and retain at a venue. So that's and the hotel rates going way high. We've been discussing that in different forums. In fact, that was one of the concerns which I had raised to Sudeep when we recently had our meeting of restarting our shows from December. And I think I had this big concern that at this point in time, because we are also coming back into business right now, our exhibitors are not very confident of coming back into a public environment. So we need to build that confidence. So we need to work in partnership, not in isolation. Our business aa raha hai, exhibition aa raha hai, so let's encash upon it. So So let's not kill the golden goose. Let's work together and develop it further.
Rightly said, Pallavi. That's the reason I think Sudeep did a fantastic job while getting everybody together. And that's the reason the team Greater Noida came into the place. So, Mr. Nair, I want to ask you a critical question as you are heading the biggest hotel in Greater Noida. How the hotel and the IML work combined together and pitched for events to come into the city?
Thanks, Barun. So, yeah, I think that question stems from Pallavi's concern and discomfort. But we've discussed this, and we all understand that, no table can stand without four legs. So one tries to be longer than the other, and the table is going to topple over. So that balance naturally is obviously going to be maintained as we go forward, as we all re-emerge into business. And like Barun again recapped it, was the reason why IEML took the lead. We all came together and decided to form Team Destination Greater Noida, so that all stakeholders, whether it be vendors or suppliers like us for the event in accommodation or meals, or themselves who would be the main hosts, and everyone else is on the table for a sustainable, long-term and repeat event business rather than a one-time, because we're definitely not here for today. We are here for the future.
Thank you, Mr. Nair.
Frictions, and we have come a long way and we have understood each other. But I'd like to just take one example of India ITME, Pallaviji. That was scheduled in December this year. And it was going to be the world's largest. Anyway, it is being scheduled in December 2021. And that is the show that's going to be world's largest with 100,000 square meters as a net booking. In India, we don't have such kind of shows. Some people would have and had paid much earlier to Crown Plaza and many other hotels in the locality and all, and they had paid entire in advance. Yeah, I got a call from Simaji. Sima Srivastava, we understand, she is the ED of India ITME. I asked and requested that the entire, money, the advance money that that one of the exhibitor had paid for the hotel accommodation needs to be refunded back. Now, the policy worldwide is generally they, keep one night or two nights and, refund the rest of it back. But one thing that I would appreciate is that boss told me, please be online. And he picked up another phone on the accounts and kept me online and made me listen to the conversation while Simaji was also on the other line. And within 15 minutes, the entire amount got transferred to the exhibitor's account. So that kind of, transparency and that kind of facilitation we have from our local stakeholders. Yes, room element is a part. We are also building a hotel now. So we have overcome that. And with the new Crown Plaza management and the teams over here, we are getting that kind of a support, not only from here, but from all other hotels in Noida and Greater Noida. And we have understood that together we are much more, we can win the national awards many times. Individually, maybe one, but together multiple times. We can sustain it. The difference now is you're done once, fine, but whether we can sustain it or not, yes, we can sustain it with the Crown Plaza team with us.
Thank you, Sudeep. So my question to Girish and Mr. Tiwari, from the ICB front, thanks for this initiative. It's a very unique event and giving us all a positive side to it. So what are the plans for ICPB going forward this year and the next year in promoting the convention destinations like Greater Noida?
Thank you very much. In fact, during my last visit to the Greater Noida, me and Sudeep discussed in detail how to bring the young entrepreneur and impart the training program to them. And I'm happy to share ICPB is framing a guideline and starting very soon, a 90 days training program, initially the virtual way. And of course, Sudeep ji will play a key role in entire MICE industry. And we'll enroll around starting 100 to 200 students. And every day they'll have a 2-hour session. So one of the industry expertise, and during this 3 months time, they will be trained for the industry standard by the industry people. So one of this thing. Second, as Sudeep and all the other panelists here, Greater Noida, the MICE plays a very significant role in the GDP of the Greater Noida. So I also wanted to know from the esteemed panelists there, do you have done any study how much MICE contribute to the Greater Noida's GDP?
So Mr. Nair and wants to go first.
No, I mean, why don't you go for it first?
So you can talk about the hotel, and then
Yeah.
we can take it.
So I would like to take this on behalf of the hotel ecosystem, and let Sudeep take it in terms of the larger
Yes.
hub in totality. From the hotels ecosystem, this naturally forms as part of MICE being as part of almost 30 to 40% of our total intake. And I can safely say that for our other partner hotels also, it's a large contribution. A lot of it obviously coming from bigger events such as ones that UBM or Pallavi Informa Markets does. And then of course there is this entire ecosystem around MICE as such, whether it be events, weddings, conventions, conferences, that contribute a large sum total to all our intake here in Greater Noida.
Thank you.
So
Amresh,
thank you,
this has
Mr.
got
Naik
two
and
elements.
Sudeep. And I think Sudeep and everybody, I think we are rushing late and we have another panel to join from Bangalore now. I think we are finished with the time of this panel. BIC Bangalore is going to join us now. So I think we'll have to finish it soon. Barun, do you want to make concluding notes here, please?
Yeah, I think thanks to ICBB for initiating this event. And we are very, very proud to be participating and showcasing our events. And on behalf of Destination Greater Noida and Crown Plaza Greater Noida, I would like to thank you all for giving us this opportunity for this unique event. And this is the way forward for going forward. Thank you.
Thank
So
you
we
so
can
very much,
disconnect
Barun.
the
Thanks a
local
lot.
part, but we can go with the live audience itself.
Thank you so very much, Barun, and
one
all the
minute.
panelists there. Thank Sudeep.
I'll tell you. This has got two elements. One is a direct, one is the indirect. Because we are a force multiplier. So if we take the entire Greater Noida and or Noida Greater Noida taken together, then we are approximately at the range of 8,000 crores in the GDP. But this is direct. If we take it as an indirect, since we are a force multiplier, it would be approximately 20,000 crores in the exports. That is the letter that we have sent to the PMO for the entire loss to the GDP in terms of the MICE at Noida, Greater Noida put together.
Excellent.
Thank you,
Excellent,
ICBP.
Sudeep. I look forward to have the study.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Sudeep.
thank you. So
But thank you,
let's start.
gentlemen. Thank you,
Thank
Barun.
you.
Thank you, the panelists there. Thanks a lot for, of course, such a enlightening panel discussion. I think a lot of people have benefited out of it. We've been watched by around 50 people here physically, JW Marriott, and around 800 people live, of course, on the virtual platform. Thank you so very much. And I'm sure, Barun, in days and months to come, with venues like you as Crown Plaza and, of course, IML, we'll hear more from you in terms of how you're trying to facilitate people like us in terms of seeing your venue in the new normal way. I'm sure Sudeep, of course, Barun and Ashwini there, you have plans for us in future to, of course, in partnership with ICBP, we can do the venue recce's the new normal way. Looking forward to hear on that. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Thank
I
you,
would like
everyone.
to give I'll give you the last line. Let the new normal be the earlier normal. Please do not create a paranormal situation amongst us. Please don't be paranoid. That's how
very important.
Pallavi ji
That's
said
very
the
important.
first thing,
Rightly said. Thank
that we are face to face. We are not paranoid. There is something that has happened. There is a consciousness that has come to all of us, rightly pointed out by sir. There is a preparedness that Ashwini had said, that we all are prepared. So let the new normal be the earlier normal, not the paranormal, not the paranoid. I hate that word that हम सब बदल जाएंगे. हम कैसे बदल जाएंगे मुझे नहीं पता लग रहा. हम लोग वही है, वैसे ही है, ऐसे ही बैठेंगे, ऐसे ही बात करेंगे, ऐसे ही business करेंगे. Thank you, ICB, for that.
Lovely, lovely hearing it, Sudeep. But I find, of course, a bit of visual component on this. But of course, lovely hearing this and a very, very optimistic note. Thank you so very much.
Thank you,
Mr.
ICBT.
Sudeep, for the
So my last question to all the panelists, like how you're
Let's have
focusing
Bangalore live.
how you're focusing on your crystal ball for next financial year.
Thank you, the
what do you
panelists
see
from Hybrid Hub, Greater Noida, Crown Plaza. It was nice having you here. And thank you, everybody, for joining us virtually across the platform.